How to make money trading. Today is our last true introductory lesson where we're going to plant the seeds that will eventually evolve into profitable trading. So even though it's introductory, you need to make sure to pay attention. We're going to go over what trading is. We're going to go over why casinos are the best traders in the world. We're going to break down the key principles of successful trading. There's actually 3 things that make up successful trading, and we're going to study all of them. And then finally, we're going to talk about figuring out what type of trader you are and why it's important. Please take a moment to read the disclaimers. So let's start with the definition of what trading is. And whatever you think trading, you're probably thinking of someone sitting behind a computer desk looking at a chart like this. And if you've never seen something like this before, it's probably a little bit confusing. But at the core of it, trading is just buying and selling an asset in order to profit off of price fluctuations. And it doesn't have to be on a chart like this. We're going to take an example, not on the charts right now, but with a pair of Yeezys. So there's a new sneaker coming out, a new model, and demand is going to be really high for these. Everyone is going to want to buy them. And only 100 of these shoes are going to be available to buy. So supply is really low while demand is really high. You spot this opportunity and you manage to buy 3 pairs of Yeezys for $200 each, totaling $600. Then, a few weeks later, you decide to sell these shoes at $300 each for a total price of $900. So you've just made yourself $300 in profit. And that is a trade. Now, were you guaranteed to make money here? Well, you could say it was highly probable because Yeezys are very popular shoes, but what if Kanye West, in between the time you were buying and selling these shoes, had some huge scandal come up on the media and no one wanted to buy Yeezys anymore, so you had to sell your 3 pairs of Yeezys for $100. You actually would have lost money. And this takes us to one of the fundamental principles of trading. Now, what I'm doing here is trying to plant seeds that are going to evolve into the ideas that make you profitable traders. Now, the best example of a business, a company that thrives in uncertainty is a casino. So what we want to learn is how to trade like a casino, because if we can mimic what a casino does, we will revel within uncertainty. Now, an example I always like to use is the poker table. The people who go to try and trade without any prior experience and just try and guess what's going to happen in the market are equivalent to an individual, and I don't even know if these individuals exist, who will turn up to a high stakes pro poker table and then try and beat the professionals without even understanding the rules of the game. People would never dream of doing that with gambling, but for some reason do the same in trading. Now I'm going to use a simpler game in order to fully explain how to trade like a casino. This is where I want you to take notes and I want you to make sure you fully understand these concepts. We're going to use a game of roulette. Now, you can ignore the numbers. There's 37 different possibilities in a game of roulette. And of these 37, 18 of them are red and 18 of them are black. And then we've got this one magical green 0 that changes everything and makes it so the casinos win. So as explained in this game of roulette, we have 18 red pieces and 18 black pieces. And when a gambler plays the game, he can either bet on red or he can bet on black. Whichever one he picks, he has an 18 out of 37 chance of winning. Now, that's because of that magic 0. Because whenever the ball lands on 0, the casino wins. And this means that the casino has a 19 out of 37 chance of winning, whether you pick red or black. Does this mean you can never make money at the casino? Absolutely not. You can pick any random stock or cryptocurrency you want right now, buy it, and there's a chance you'll make money. But over the long term, is it probable? The answer is no, because the casino always has an edge. It always knows that the odds are in its favor. So no matter what, after 1,000, after 1,000,000 plays of this game, the casino will come out on top. Now, if you're following so far, this isn't everything. There's one more important concept that guarantees the casino wins. The casino manages its bankroll. It makes sure it never goes to 0. And I'll explain that. Let's take an example with a casino, and let's say this casino has $5,000. Now what the casino is going to do is This is total bankroll. This is all the money the casino has. If I come in and bet, say, $5, the casino is going to be really happy because it's probably going to win, and if it doesn't, it just pays me $5. But if I play the game 100 times, the casino is probably going to come out on top. If I play the game 1,000 times, the casino is almost certainly going to come out on top. But now, what if my bet size were to get a little bit bigger? What if I were to come in and bet $5,000 against the casino? So the casino is probably going to win, but if it doesn't, I take all the casino's money. And then the casino's out of business. The casino can't play the game long enough to win. So what does the casino do? Casino limits its downside risk. The casino makes it so it can't lose all of its money in one go, and it can stay in the game long enough to win. So we've seen how the casino does it. And we've seen an example of how we would trade in the market. First thing we build is an edge and trading strategy. We need this. If we don't have an edge, the odds aren't in our favor. Now, how do we build this edge? Well, we use things like technical analysis. We will use things like support and resistance, analyzing market structure, understanding different technical indicators, moving averages, Fibonacci levels, all of this stuff to just assess demand and supply through study of price data. Next, we're going to look at fundamental analysis. We're going to look at the specific details of what makes a project good and what makes it bad, how to vet the team, how to vet the idea, the concept. I'm going to be sharing the exact strategies and formulas that I use, and I'm going to be sharing what I've learned from the dozens of fund managers that have come onto our podcast and explained how they do fundamental analysis. Next, we have on-chain analysis. Now, if you don't know what that is, don't worry, most people don't, especially people who don't know about crypto. On-chain analysis, to put it simply, and we'll get into more detail later, is something unique to crypto. Crypto is transparent, so you can see what everyone is doing with their money. With on-chain analysis, we could look at what the whales are doing, what the biggest investors are doing, what the best traders are doing, what the smart money is doing, what the exchanges are doing. We get to study these price movements and use them to help inform our trading strategies. Now, we also have market sentiment. This is where we take into account all news using social media and various different news platforms. We absorb that information and make sure we've got a good pulse on the market, what is hot, what is trending, and what everyone is focused on. Most people only focus on one of these for their trading. I'm going to make it so you could use all four if you want to, but you only really need to identify two and get really good at them and just have a slight understanding of the others so you're not ever caught completely off guard. A lot of traders who struggle to be successful will stop right here. They'll just take this and try and trade, but it's not enough by itself. As you've seen in the casino example, even if they have an edge, they can still lose the game. When it comes to risk management, we're going to study position sizing, how to find the optimal position size, whatever your trade is. We're going to look at stop losses, how to place stop losses correctly, how to stop your stop losses getting hit every single time. How many trades have you been in when the price comes down and just before going up and hitting your target, it hits your stop loss? We're going to study this in detail. There's multiple different strategies you can use to set stop losses successfully. Finally, we're going to look at risk analysis, how to calculate the exact risk you're taking on, not just in an individual trade, but over several trades over a long period of time. Now, it's easy to think that these two are the only things you need, but one of the most overlooked things in this game is psychology. Psychology is what ties everything together. No matter how good you are at either trading or risk management, it doesn't matter if you get emotional and you don't stick to your system. I'm going to go over exactly what it takes to develop a trader's mindset. Specific training habits to strengthen your mind and discipline and make sure you can maintain this over an entire career. We're going to go over the inherent biases that lead us astray, help bring awareness to those, and set you on the path for profitable trading. So this is it. Once you have these three things in place, that's all you need to make money trading. An edge, risk management, and psychology. And then what we're also going to do with this course is figure out exactly what type of trader you are. Are you more suited to part-time trading or full-time trading? You might be someone out there with kids. Maybe you have other responsibilities, other things you want to do with your time, but still want to get the benefits of understanding the market, of having a new income generating skill like trading. In these cases, I actually think it could be a huge advantage to trade part-time, and there are loads of perks to doing that. We're going to cover exactly what it takes to trade part-time. Maybe you're on the other end of the spectrum. Maybe you're a university student with lots of time on their hands and huge ambitions to make it big in the market. Well, we're going to tailor it to you as well. We're going to teach you exactly what it takes to be a full-time trader and bust through every single plateau you're going to hit on the way. This will involve finding your exact trading style. Is it going to be short-term, medium-term, or long-term? Some people are suited to quick trades that where they're in and out in 5 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours at most. This sort of intraday trading works for a lot of people. Other people like to take more long-term positions. They like to make macro bets over what they think is going to happen over the next few weeks, months, maybe even years. All of these use the same principles, but just have small changes which you need to understand to tailor it to what you want it to be. And finally, I'm even going to teach you how to make this a real career, how to structure a daily routine around trading, and how to really structure your whole life around trading, because I've been doing it for a while now. I've spoken to hundreds of people who do this, and they all take different approaches, and I'm going to take the best things from everyone's approach and share it in this course. Then the final step of the trading journey is going to be figuring out your routine, your career, your long-term trading path. Will help you structure your life around it, will help you get the right setup, use the right platforms, and give you all the tools you need to trade successfully. So what have we learned today? The point of today has been to plant the seeds that will eventually evolve into profitable trading. We've gone over what trading is to make sure we understand it. We've gone over exactly what it takes to profit during uncertainty, to trade like a casino. We've then broken down the exact core principles that are required to make money trading: an edge or trading strategy, risk management, and correct psychology. And then we laid out the next steps, figuring out exactly what type of trader you are and structuring your life around it. That's it for this lesson. We've now done 2 episodes of introduction to slowly ease your way into trading. Next time, it's going to get tangible. We're going to jump into the trenches and understand exactly what separates the crypto market from every other market, the essential platforms, the essential terms you need to understand, the breakdowns of key cryptocurrencies, and how to trade them. Remember, to get a written episode summary, assignments, and extra reading materials, click on the link in the description below that will take you to our Telegram. Make sure to join the Telegram as well, and I'll see you next time.